I'm sorry for the horrible mic quality throughout. This was very bad. I apologize. Sup? Alright, I'm not very good at these intros. I'm not very smart. But, shit, I did that out of order already. Holy fuck. Okay. So I was standing here in my black tank top, just about to start doing some React content, and I don't feel called out. No, you feel called out. Leave me alone. But yeah, I knew I was gonna make a daily video today because I do daily content. But I kind of felt inspired. And I also am really fucking stupid, guys. If any of you have accidentally clicked on one of my videos before, I'm sure you're well aware. But I wanted to find small creators like myself. I wanted to react to some other small people's content because the other things that I've reacted to were bigger people. It's like, I'm not exactly bringing exposure anywhere, and I'm not exactly getting any exposure from reacting to bigger channels. It's not doing me anything. That's just what I felt like reacting to. And I felt like reacting to small creators today. However, I found something very interesting that I never even thought to react to before. By just typing small creators into the search bar because I'm a fucking moron. Look at all of these mistakes you can do small and warning to small creators. Is YouTube censoring small creators? Things every small creator does. My Patreon doesn't work for small creators. And for fuck's sake, I'm going to go down the list, and I'm going to watch this shit. And hopefully, it can do me some good, you know, as a small creator with no audience. Maybe this will actually do me something. Probably not. But hey, I can try, can't I? And they're gonna try to help me, apparently. Try to help me, apparently. God damn it. I'm sorry. Let's just jump right into it.
I know we all want our YouTube channels to grow, and modeling success is typically smart. However, it is not always the best idea. So I'm going to tell you how doing things like big YouTubers can actually keep you small, and we're starting right now. What is going on? My name is Nick. Welcome to another video. If this is your first time here and you want to learn how to grow your channel, make videos and all types of other YouTube related stuff, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. Okay, real quick, I want to let you know that my podcast is out now. It's called Comments Over Coffee, and it's available on all of the major podcasting platforms. I'll put information about that in the description below. But anyway, you may or may not know that when I see a good comment on one of my videos, I will often open that up in a new tab and I'll check out the channel, just, you know, take a glance, kind of see what's going on. That helps me stay in line with what's happening in the community, and it also lets me know the things I need to talk about, like this. I've noticed a pattern. A lot of content creators are basically selling themselves short, or they're taking away the opportunity that they have to actually get growth and exposure here on YouTube by mimicking what they see a lot of big YouTubers do. Let me explain. When you see bigger YouTube channels like Casey Neistat or Peter McKinnon, for example, or any other big channels on YouTube, it's important to keep in mind that regardless of what it is that they put out, because they already have a huge audience in place, that as soon as they hit the publish button, people are going to start pouring into their video content. Yeah, and I'm talking like tens of thousands of views in just the first hour. They could literally make a title with just exclamation points in it, and people would click on it like crazy because they know that that particular big YouTuber that they're a fan of is putting it out. If you or me did that, there's a really good chance that that video is not going to perform well because we just can't send that amount of traffic to a video as soon as we publish. And look, I'm not saying that their titles are garbage or that their thumbnails are garbage, because they are obviously not. High-level creators know how to get that result from people. They know exactly what it is that they're doing. But because as soon as they hit that publish button and they have a lot of people pouring into that video, they're sending tons of data into YouTube in terms of how that video performs, or in terms of how people respond to that video, so that YouTube knows.
So far, this is a nothing burger anybody with a brain can already say.
Video, therefore, we're going to start trying to show this video to other people that are like this. And let's take one of those same videos and we put it on the homepage, right? As soon as you log into YouTube, well, the same exact thing happens there. When one of these creators, like Casey Neistat, for example, when he uploads a video, the title can say pretty much anything, but as long as his face is in the thumbnail, guess what? The people that like Casey Neistat are going to go in and they're going to watch that video regardless of what the title says. And this right here is where things can really start hurting you if you don't already have that built-in audience. Let's say that you're a channel that has 500 subscribers on it. Let's say you're getting like 500 views per video, and you're just kind of getting that ball rolling. You're getting 500 views per video. Well, there's not a lot of people that know your face yet. So if you were to do that same exact thing, then what's going to happen is it's going to hit the homepage a few times, and depending on exactly what's happening in the thumbnail and exactly what the title is, there's a really good chance that that video is just not going to get the clicks that you want it to get because you just haven't built up that audience yet. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that a high-performing video that you put out isn't going to perform. What I'm saying is that when you are doing things like titling your videos like one of these larger creators, you just don't get that initial juice. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that a high-performing video that you put out isn't going to perform.
I'm not saying that high-performing video that you put out isn't going to perform. What the fuck did you just say, bud? What the fuck did you just say? Oh my god, he's speaking nothing burgers, and that was the biggest fucking wow moment I've fucking had this entire episode. I have those on a daily basis, by the way. A big moment where my brain just stops fucking functioning altogether and just goes, wow, what the fuck did I just hear? It usually doesn't take too much to get me there, but that fucking got me there. God damn. Okay, let's keep going. I don't need to be an asshole in every single sentence, but let's go ahead and go. Let's go.
What I'm saying is that when you are doing things like titling your videos like one of these larger creators, you just don't get that initial juice or that initial recognition that they can get.
If you title the same thing, if you title your video the same thing as a larger creator, then if somebody puts in any of those keywords, it's going to show up their video instead of yours because they have an audience, they're more popular, they have more views. Titling your video the same thing as a larger creator is not going to get you more exposure in any way, and anybody with a brain could tell that. It might have you in the same search results, but they're not going to see your video because they're going to see the larger creator's video. What is he getting at here? Why would anybody do that?
Which basically tells YouTube that it's a decent video. Let me give you another example. I know that from some of the channels that I've, just opened up and looked at, I know that in our live streams when we look at channels, one of the things that we see a lot is we see vloggers that will make videos that'll say something like, Bobby's first day at school. If you are making videos just for the sake of keeping that record of what's happening in your life, then what I'm about to say doesn't matter. But if you're making your videos and your intent with those videos is to keep track of your life, but also to actually grow the channel, then it's important that you pay attention to what it is I'm about to say. Most of the people on YouTube do not know who Bobby is, and since they don't know who Bobby is, they do not care about Bobby's first day at school. So what you need to do when you're making titles like that is you need to look at the title and step back a little bit and say, hey, if I'm talking about Bobby's first day at school, how can I frame this in a way that makes it a little bit more intriguing?
This person's first day at school and this happened, or something silly like that, right?
For people to click on, or what kind of imagery can we use in the thumbnails?
Big red circles and arrows all over the place. Some animated characters, some faces. Got to make sure there's a face in the thumbnail, right?
Instead of just Bobby with a backpack on, what kind of imagery can we use in the thumbnail to actually kind of illustrate a little bit what major thing happened when Bobby went to his first day of school that other people would be interested in watching? Another thing that big YouTube channels do that a lot of small channels also do, but they shouldn't, is announcement videos. Let me explain. People are coming to your channel for your content. They're not coming to your channel to learn about why you haven't been uploading. They're not coming to your channel to learn about some milestone that you just crossed. They're not coming to your channel for anything except for content when you're first getting started.
They're not coming to my channel at all.
Really important that every single video that you put out is content for your viewers. You know who you're making content for. You start putting that content out for them, and you don't interrupt.
It's content for me, and I want people to see it because I'm trying to be entertaining.
A base of people that will actually care about those types of announcements. And personally, with one of those announcements, the one where the person comes on and they explain why they haven't uploaded in a while, that wastes my time. I don't want to see videos like that. It doesn't matter. What I want to see is the stuff that I love from you, the content that I love watching on your channel. That's the stuff.
Whatever the hell I want to create, you love that?
A video about, hey, I'm going to waste 8 minutes of your time talking about why I haven't been uploading my content instead of wasting 8 minutes of my time on awesome content that I can enjoy. Personal biases aside, because I just don't like that type of video, the apology stuff, because I just don't see any point in it. Outside of that, it's really important just to remember that people are coming to your channel for a specific thing, so you want to give them that specific thing, and you don't want to waste their time with things that they don't care about. And the more that you give people content that is valuable to them, the better everything is going to be. Another thing that can be really bad for you as a small channel, mid-sized channel, even a channel that's kind of been going for a while, is having variety content on it. A lot of people will start YouTube channels and they'll make videos.
That's what I do. That's what I do. I'm mainly gaming. I am mainly gaming, and in my settings and everything, I am a gaming channel. But I do react content, and I'm planning on branching out even further eventually. I'm trying to be entertaining, regardless of what I'm actually doing on this channel. I'm just trying to be entertaining, because this channel, being on this camera, whatever the hell, just sitting down to record, it fires off the dopamine in my head. It's amazing. It helps me. It legitimately helps my mental state better than anything else that I've ever done in my entire life. And I'm trying my damnedest to be entertaining, and that's probably part of what's making me so goddamn happy. I am exaggerated. I'm more asshole-ish and sarcastic. That's the character I chose to play because I think that's more entertaining than my actual personality. But I'm just trying to entertain. Through whatever medium I decide to do it, I'm just trying to entertain the specific way I chose to that day. And my variety content has been told to me by many other big creators, not personally, but by watching their videos. They tell you that. That's common knowledge, pretty much, at this point. So many bigger creators have said that all over the goddamn place. It's like, you don't do variety content because people are wanting to go to your channel for a specific kind of content that you do. And when they don't get that content from you, if you're making 3 gaming videos in a row and then you make a vlog, well, that's not a gaming video. They're going to click off of it. And they're not going to watch your vlog. And then the whole game theory video about the fucking videos not being sent out to subscribers. That's a dead subscriber. Your channel doesn't do so well. All that good old happy shit. I get that. But I do whatever the hell I want, thank you very goddamn much, and I'm never going to get anywhere regardless of if I do it or not. It's like, I am not lucky enough. And that's just the biggest thing with small creators. I am a small creator. I don't have census data here, but it doesn't really matter what I do on this channel. The likelihood of it getting noticed is extremely low. And I'm perfectly fine with that because I love doing it. And most people who are trying to grow a channel aren't doing it that way. It's like, I want my channel to grow because I want people to be entertained as I'm trying to entertain them. It's like, if people click on my video and they hate it, it's not going to make me feel too bad, but it'll make me feel bad because, well, I'm trying to be entertaining, goddammit. It's not because it doesn't give me views, or because I'm small and I want to grow, or because I want to make money off of this platform. Because that's not the goal here. I just love doing it. I've gone off on a rant that has nothing to do with growing my channel, and I'm somehow talking about growing a channel, even though I have no experience in doing so. Because I am just absolutely insane. My brain lost track of the goddamn train of thought I was just on. I'm all over the fucking place. Where was I? Just now. I was somewhere. Hold on. Oh yeah, so I do my damnedest to get my channel noticed. It's like I've been trying to @ and or tag things on Twitter, but I don't know how. I don't know what they do. It's like, Oompaville liked my tweet one time, and he was the only person to see that tweet. It's just insane. I'm trying to do it because I want to entertain people. Not because I want more subscribers, or if I'm just trying to desperately grab those numbers in that cash, you know. I just want to entertain people. And, this has helped me 0%. 0%. It's all been a nothing burger roundabout saying the same goddamn thing 3 different ways, or it's been saying things that are common knowledge at this point because everybody's fucking said it. This was back in 2019, and like, maybe it wasn't so common knowledge back then. Maybe I'm being an asshole for no reason. These are all entirely possible. But right now, he has fed me a nothing burger and helped me not at all. So if you ever see this, Nick, I'm sorry for being an asshole. First off, very sorry. I know you're trying to help, or you're trying to get more views, because this is over 1 million views on this video. And either way, I respect it 100%. I'm just an asshole, and that's the character I chose to play. Fuck, I know there was something else. I know there was something else I was going to say. My brain just shot off into another dimension and just went on a fucking full-fledged rant. I am so sorry, everybody who is not watching this, because nobody is. I'm going to continue the video now. I meant to get through more than one video in this episode. Holy shit.
videos about whatever they want, because they either don't know how to come up with video ideas about other things, they don't even know about niching down your content so that you can serve a particular audience or whatever.
I know about it, but I don't want to.
YouTube channels just putting out whatever. Now, if you don't know what type of niche content that you want to put out, or you don't know like a specific person that you're trying to reach and make content for, in that case, go ahead and put out variety content, because what you want to do in that situation is you want to put out that variety content and you want to see, hey, what's going to take off, what's going to do better. Maybe in that particular situation, you'll uncover something that will give you a direction on what it is that you're doing with your YouTube channel. But for everybody else, you want to figure out what it is that you're offering your viewers, and you want to offer that specifically. But the reason that this can...
Well, you know, I'm perfectly good with that. I know that I'm being an asshole and I'm completely denying the possibility of ever doing any of what he's saying here. But, like, the content that I make is the content that I want to make. And if somebody likes that particular kind of content, I probably like making it. You know, process of events here. If people choose to show that they like some specific thing that I do, I will probably do more of it. But not because they do that, not because they like it, but because I want to do it. I am an anomaly here. So if you're watching this to get a small YouTuber's reaction to, you know, advice for small creators and all this, and oh, I'm going to take this, and oh, that's a great idea, and oh, I didn't know that, you came to the wrong place, because regardless of what he says in this video, I sincerely doubt anything's going to help me in my particular case, because I am just refusing to change. I am refusing to change, and if I grow, I grow, and if I don't, I don't. I love doing this, and I'm going to continue to do it.
Can end up hurting you as a content creator is because as YouTube starts learning about who responds to your content the most, when you start putting out content over here about cooking cakes, for example, and that cooking cake content's doing well, and then you start putting out content over here about gaming, as an example, then in that particular situation, you're dividing your audience, and basically you're letting YouTube know that, hey, the people that like my cooking cake content, they're into this particular thing, and then it's like, well, hey, there's this whole other group of people over here that are into my gaming content. What do we do with those people? Sure, they could all pour into the same channel, regardless of what it is that you're putting out. People just dig it. But here's what's most likely going to happen in that situation. Let's say that you put out videos on cooking cakes. Well, the people start responding to those videos on cooking cakes, and then you start putting out some gaming videos. Well, guess what? YouTube is going to show your gaming videos to the people that signed up or that subscribed to your channel because they like your videos about cooking cakes. And since they subscribed for the videos about you cooking cakes, when all of these gaming pieces of content are showing up on their homepage, guess what? These cake cookers are not going to click
You got
on.
discombobulated there, but we all know what you're saying.
And that is going to hurt the click-through when YouTube shows that gaming content to the people that are most likely to watch it because they just recently watched something on your channel, your subscribers and the people with notifications and all that. And what you start doing in that situation is you start sending these negative signals into YouTube, basically saying that the people that already dig your stuff don't dig that. Now, the reason that larger channels can get away with this is because, let's say that you have a larger channel, say you have 5 million subscribers on your channel. Well, in that situation,
regardless if it's that specific kind of video from you or the other ones, the ones who are cooking cake aren't going to click on the ones for gaming, and the ones that are from gaming aren't going to click on the ones cooking cake if you're still, you know, niched and all that. So they're not going to click on one of your videos, and regardless of what kind of video that is that you're making, they're not going to click on that, and then your videos, period, are going to be seen by YouTube as not good videos. It's not really going to be which kind it is. Your gaming videos aren't going to do, aren't going to be flagged in YouTube's system as not liked by your viewers. It's going to be all of your videos. If your videos aren't getting clicked on by your viewers, then they're just not getting clicked on in the eyes of YouTube. Unless I'm completely mistaken, which I guess I could be. Maybe Nick here has looked into the algorithm and its various workings. I'm just pretty damn sure that that's how it works.
there's a percentage of that 5 million people that love your content regardless of what it is that you put out because they're connected to that personality, right? So because of that, what happens is even though you might put out 2 totally different types of content, what happens in that situation is the people that just like the creator for the creator and they'll watch whatever, in that situation, those people will still come in. But when you are first getting started, you don't have that bigger audience to pull from to get those percentages up in terms of the amount of people that will actually come in and watch that other content from you. But even with bigger channels, sometimes that can also just be horrible for the channel. And the reason for that is because it's not necessarily, you know, at a certain point, it's not necessarily about the specific piece of content in terms of it just being a piece of content. It's more about, does all of the different types of variety content that we're putting on this channel serve a particular type of viewer? If that's the case, then that's where that variety type of content comes in. But if it's just completely out of left field in terms of the interest that somebody has when they're coming into your channel, then in that situation, that's where everything starts breaking. So if you have a channel that is like men's fashion, for example, and you talk about men's fashion, but you also talk about things like men's health from time to time, well, guess what? You're still serving a similar type of audience, because the people that are into men's fashion are most likely men. So then when you start talking about men's health, and the people that are into the fashion are probably also maybe a little bit more fit, a little bit more conscious about their appearance and things like that, then there's a little bit more alignment there, which makes that content fit a little bit better.
I wouldn't know. I'm not really into that kind of content.
Now, with all of that said, it's important to understand that I'm not saying that you can't write titles the way that you want titles, or you can't do things a certain way, but what I am saying is that you want to sit back and you want to think about, okay, are people going to be able to understand what's actually happening here? Are people going to care about this specific person that I mentioned? Or
No,
are
they
people
will
going
not
to care
care
about this specific content that I'm putting out if I normally put out this type of content, or this is what they're signing up
I can put out
for? It's
whatever the hell I want. Nobody's going to click on it.
Titles that people don't know the names of the people that
There
are
is a massive sea of creators. This was what I forgot to mention earlier on my fucking rant. There is a massive sea of creators. It is so unlikely that I'm going to get viewed by anybody, because there are just so many people. I have to clickbait. I have to do titles and thumbnails a specific way. I have to follow the itty bitty pieces of advice that he's served along with his nothing burger here. Because if I don't, it's just not going to happen. There are millions of creators. Nobody's gonna click on little 3 subscriber Sir Badass over here. It's like nobody's going to... the 3 subscribers that I have, not a single one engages with my content. So YouTube doesn't think that my subscribers are going to care, so they're not going to serve me to anybody new, and nobody new is going to find me. It's like nothing about my channel serves to be noticed. It's like, even though I clickbait Nux Taku in every one of my thumbnails, which I've done since he said on livestream that he's honored by that happening. It's like, I do it out of pure joke because I didn't expect anything to work, and I got 1 extra subscriber who doesn't interact with my content. It's like, yeah, I clickbait and I got 1 more subscriber and nothing else out of it. I haven't even gotten a single other extra view from Nux being in all of my thumbnails. It's like, even the little bits that I try, my clickbait titles, my Nux in all of my thumbnails, it's just so unlikely that I'm going to get noticed. I don't know what percentage or what the odds are, Mr. C3PO. But over here, I am a very pessimistic person in general. My life kind of for the most part. And as I look at it, I am an extremely unlucky person. And the odds are so stacked against me. Even if somehow that a good comment that I posted on Nick's video here from 2 years ago gets viewed by him, and he does click open that because it amused him, and he does look at it, and what then? I have just been an asshole this entire time. Even if he's looking at one of my other videos, what's he gonna... Is he gonna give me a shout out or something? What's gonna happen? Is that shout out gonna give me a whole bunch of more views and subscribers? I doubt it. I don't make teaching content. I make gaming and react content. If people are into that, come aboard. Any one of you. From Nick's video, future hypothetical non-existent people. I just really don't see it happening. The odds are against me regardless of how this video turns out, regardless of how any of my videos turn out. I would have to be extremely lucky, and I'd have to hit the algorithm just right with some super epic clickbait, or I would have to get served up in somebody's looking for small creators video somehow. It's like, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. And the sheer amount of people and the sheer amount of luck you need to have to be noticed in today's climate, that is the biggest thing for small creators, and these little things might be able to help. They might be able to help, but I really don't think that they're going to help enough to really offset that. That is the biggest thing for small creators. And I really don't think you or anybody else can really deny that, Nick. If you're hypothetically watching this, I am reacting directly to your content, so maybe you are. Maybe you and maybe nobody else, but who knows at this point? Who knows? I can't predict the future, but yeah, that's the biggest thing. The biggest thing. 100%. I'm going to continue with the last 2 minutes of your video now, I'm sorry.
videos, like your subscriber base does if they are watching all of your content, but outside of your subscriber base, people don't know the names of those people. It only matters when people actually start knowing who those people are in your videos. Within that, it's also important to remember that your title and your thumbnail are arguably the most important part of the video, because that's the first part.
Attention grabbing.
It's the first thing, no matter where it is on the platform, it's the very first thing.
If you can't grab attention, you're not going to get attention.
So because of that, making sure that you take a step back and you try to think through what it is that you're doing in terms of, you know, the imagery I'm using in my thumbnail. Does this make sense? The title that I'm using, will this make sense to people? Will it be intriguing? Do I have something compelling in this particular title that will make people want to click on it? So clarity, intrigue, and comprehension are extremely important in your titles and thumbnails. So write that down somewhere and just always remember that when you're making your thumbnails or when you're writing your titles. Another thing that's important is the topics that you choose and how those topics relate to each other. And most importantly is how those topics relate to each other and they relate to the interests of a specific type of viewer. These are all pieces of the puzzle that help make for a good video and that help to build a nice, solid, strong.
It's like I'm gaming. I'm not. That's not a topic. I'm not covering a topic. I'm not an educator. Maybe an educator would take that. To heart. Like Professor Lando with his anime this and his anime that, in the scientific. I don't know. I haven't watched him. I've seen him called out and talked about before. But I don't know his content very well. But maybe he would benefit from this if he wasn't already freaking massive at this point. But yeah, topic is not the word I would use. Not that my opinion matters at all.
YouTube channel. Now, to learn how to get more views on your videos, step by step, I put together a video for you. You can watch it. It's on the screen right now, so just go ahead and click on that. And if you haven't yet, remember to subscribe.
I might click on that later, but I'm not doing it right now because I'm going to the next one. Why I quit YouTube but wanting to small creators? I gotta be honest, I didn't read that first bit. Big whoops, but Song Theory, I don't think you're affiliated with Game Theory. But I think you decided to use...
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel.
Who is this? I think you're trying to get people to click on you because of the Song Theory thing. 55 comments. I'm not reading comments right now.
You know, I haven't done YouTube in so long. I believe the last time I made a YouTube video was 5 months ago. And I'm going to explain to you guys why. Today, right now, I'm going to explain to you why I quit YouTube, okay?
This video was a year ago.
I don't want to scare anybody who's watching this video. If you are a first-time YouTuber or you want to get into it or you want to start, I am more than happy for you, and I hope that you stick in there. But for people like me who have...
It feels like it's been fucking years. I feel like I started in 2019. It really feels like that. But no, yeah, I couldn't have. My first video was Resident Evil Village. My horrible 13-part, extremely limited in all of my capabilities videos. It's like I only had my PS4 to record with. That was all I had. I could only go 1 hour at a time. It was the microphone quality. It was on a different pair of headphones. It was on the last pair that I had. They're broken now. They're in a box somewhere. But it was just horrible. It was horrible in every way, but it's what got me started, so I still look back fondly on it. I was able to bring enough energy into it. I feel like I actually did a lot better in my first series than I did in a lot of my series after that, and my standalones and whatnot. It's just... I feel like I really came in strong, and then I just dropped off. And I haven't really been able to pick it back up until probably until I picked back up my Final Fantasy IX playthrough again. And even then, I don't think I've put even a remote amount more energy into any videos, except for those first ones, the reacting to Darman, and maybe this one, because I have enough caffeine in my system that my tremors are actually visible. My eyes keep on darting down to my microphone in my hand as I fucking spaz out a little bit, I guess. That's probably an offensive thing to say. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that was just a little tangent. It feels like I've been doing this for a long fucking time, but I haven't. I haven't even hit a full year yet. Oh my god. Oh shit. Man, anyway, gonna keep moving now. Shit. Sorry, Song Theory.
Experience YouTube and other platforms. I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that this platform, it has the highest barrier of entry, and there's a reason why I quit YouTube, and we're gonna get into it today.
5,000 subscribers.
Before we get started, obviously, I want to say this disclaimer. Okay, this entire video is 100% first world problems. If you don't like people complaining about things that aren't children dying, people starving, people suffering, then you don't want to watch this, because this is about none of those things. This is about me, my experience, and how I feel. And if you're not down with that and you think it's too much complaining, I get it. Leave the video. Have a great day.
Kind of interested
but for those of you who don't mind listening to my story and why I quit YouTube in the first place, then stick around. So today we're going to talk about it, and in part, okay? So part one is my experience on YouTube, okay? So let's start there. So I started YouTube back in 2012, and I was, 16 or 17? And now, keep this in mind, I started YouTube because I initially wanted to do music, okay? And for a long time, it felt like it was working to a degree. I didn't know what popular YouTubers, what type of views they were getting, and my quality wasn't that great. So obviously, I didn't expect a whole lot. But sometime in 2015 or so, I had created a, no, it had been earlier than that. No, around 2012, actually, 2013, I had created a new type of show called Song Theory. People have made the comparison. Yes, I used to get very inspired off of MatPat from Game Theory and Film Theory. That's why I created Song Theory. There is a gap. He didn't fill it. I filled it. I make theories about songs and music videos and lyrics. That is what I do. That's my brand, and I'm very proud of it. Okay?
Good for you if you're proud of that. That sounds extraordinarily boring. I might check you out later to see if it is. But that sounds really boring. Not gonna lie. But I'm pretty sure you're not gonna watch this, but that sounds extremely boring just on the outset. Game theory and film theory have a very clear defined premise, and they're a lot more broad. You can, even if you didn't know game theory somehow, just game theory in and of itself doesn't sound boring. It sounds somewhat intriguing. What is he theorizing about? Is he theorizing? Your brain immediately goes to the content that it used to be. Is he theorizing about the possibility of this in this game actually happening in the real world? It's like it's one of the first things my brain went to when I first found game theory. It's just insane how my brain works that way. But anyway, like, game theory and film theory just don't sound inherently boring. Song theory sounds extraordinarily boring. I don't think that's why you went downhill to the point where your 5,000 subscribers only got you 800 views on this video. Yikes. I mean, that seems pretty downhill to me. I don't know you. I don't know anything about you. This is the first one of your videos I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure that a boring sounding channel is not what gave you that. But like, I'm just saying, man, that doesn't build intrigue.
Now, since then, I have been doing YouTube videos, and there has been no greater pain than me doing YouTube videos and realizing that they weren't going anywhere. Looking at my analytics, every single time I posted a video, I did all the tags right, I did all the thumbnails correctly, I did everything right.
Do you have zeros on yours?
And still, I wouldn't get the views that I expected. Now, mind you, this theory content already exists on YouTube in a great way. MatPat just paved the way for theory content, and his stuff is incredible. There are other people who make theory videos just like that, and I was trying to break.
Do you make the same kind of content? Do you make the weird little animations? Do you do a whole bunch of research on a topic and then do all these things, or kind of? It's not really to the same level. Maybe if he had an editor doing the animation for him, it would. But it tastes like diet game theory. I know that's kind of offensive, but I just checked him out. His last one of his videos, as I saw it, was kind of like that. I haven't looked very far into him, but yes, he's kind of like that. He kind of makes the same videos. Just, it doesn't seem as high quality. When he was talking about it, it kind of seemed to me like he had put in enough effort to call it similar, but maybe that's just me just being an asshole. Me just expecting too much. But, yeah, he didn't just ride the coattails. He did actually try to make that similar content. But, it's not quite the same. It's not nearly as polished. this was unnecessary. This little bit that I'm doing here. I didn't need to do this. I didn't need to even to pile on even more assholery onto this guy. It was unnecessary of me. But I figured I would step in here and correct myself a little bit. He does actually make similar-ish content.
YouTube and it didn't work. Okay, I get that, and I'm not saying my content is the best, and I'm not saying that I'm the best creator and woe is me. What I'm saying is that YouTube, for some reason specifically, just did not like my content and it didn't push it out almost at all. Okay, so
are you getting demonetized? Were you your videos not hitting sub boxes? Like, how do you know that it was specifically you that it didn't like? Were all of your videos being demonetized for reasons that had nothing to do with it? You might go into that in a couple of seconds. I paused your video so that I could not be speaking over you, so we could both be heard here. But I don't know, man. This seems kind of weird. Weird for something to say, for someone to say. God damn it! It's like, I don't think they blacklisted you, buddy. I don't think you're big enough for them to care enough to blacklist you. It's just like, I don't get any views whatsoever. And I'm not saying that YouTube hates me specifically. I don't know, man. You got some views. I got 0 views. I don't think they hate you specifically. I don't think it was targeted at you. I think there's other factors. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. I'm just an asshole who did no research, just jumped into some videos today to make his daily content, and he has been... He being me speaking in third person for whatever reason. I am just being an asshole right now, and I feel extraordinarily guilty about it. I really do. This makes me feel horrible. I am just being an asshole. I am just reacting as an asshole. I'm not clapping back. I'm just saying no to everything that's coming up. I'm not adding anything here. I'm just trying to fill space. I'm trying to speak so that I'm transforming the content, so that I don't get all bitched at and fussed at for not being transformative, on the very, very low possibility that anybody even clicked on this. I don't want that to be my legacy.
So I'm not here just talking. I'm gonna give you guys some proof, okay? So, you know, of course, here's the proof that I've started back in 2012, okay? And that's the about page. That's the whole thing there. All right.
Well,
so
you joined. That's joined. Mine says I joined in 2015, but my first video was last year. Because that's just when I created the account. That showing your first video and the date that was uploaded would be proving that you started in 2012. Sorry, that was very nitpicky and unnecessarily assholish. I am so sorry. I'm going to keep going now.
No, I'm not lying. I've been doing this since 2012, okay? Now, I'm also going to show you some of the views that I get, like just concurrent views. That's kind of what it looks like here. Okay, these are the views that I would get consistently on YouTube, and this is pretty much what would happen, all right? Now, currently, right now on YouTube, I have about 3,000, I want to say 3,500 subscribers. Hold on. No, I have 3,900. I'm almost at 4,000 subscribers, okay? And mind you, I've been doing YouTube
Those views
for
are
over
abysmal
10 years. Or almost 10 years,
those subscribers.
All right? And I'm at not even at 4,000 subscribers, all right?
That is very weird.
My concurrent view rate doesn't reach over 1,000 views, typically. No matter what I did, and I'm telling you guys, like, I'm being very serious. No matter what I did, I could not break through the ceiling that was YouTube's algorithm. I could not figure it out. And once again, I did everything right. I started doing consistent videos, all right? I work full time. I used to come home from my full-time job and bust out videos, man. I'm talking video after video.
That's what I do.
It was consistent.
That's what I do.
Now, a lot of
That's what I do. I make daily videos, mostly gaming, and sometimes react, obviously. But that's what I do. I come home from my full-time job and I make a daily video. I'm not doing it specifically for YouTube. I mean, because I do that, when I'm not going to make a video, because I'm either way too fucking tired or because I'm going to stream, I do make a tiny little video and I upload that still so that I can have my daily slot filled. Because, you know, I'm told that it helps, but holy shit, I felt just an immediate connection to this man Just when he says working full time, I come home and I bust out of it. I'm just like, yes, I do that too. I don't even know why I did that. I don't even know why my brain just immediately jumped in. It's like, yes, me too. I have something to say here. But
you out there might go, well, you weren't as consistent as you should have been. Maybe you're right. And I want you to keep that in mind as we keep talking. Maybe I wasn't as consistent as I could have been. But are we going to not recognize that there are YouTube videos right now that exist on this platform that have only had one video and exploded? No hashtags, no thumbnail, and it just blew up to 1 million views. Is it really about consistency? And continuing on with that point,
apparently it helps.
I was consistent for a time, and I did it. My creativity was at an all-time high at a certain point. I was busting out videos, and I was really excited.
I don't have any experience, and I don't have any personal experience, but I have been told that helps. I've been told that's something that triggers the algorithm. I don't know if you researched it or not. I mean, both of us have very different personal experiences here as far as YouTube is concerned. I have 3 subscribers and 0 views. You have 5,800 views. It's like, I don't even know how to relate to that. I really don't. But some videos are just lucky. They get shared to other people. They get posted on other people's social media. They get clicked on and somebody really likes it and they send it to everybody they know. They put it on social media and it gets seen by somebody big and it gets called out and then it gets 1 million views. It's entirely possible. It can be music. Any kind of music. Music does really good. People will loop that. I loop songs as I'm walking to and from work. It's a long fucking trip and I'll loop songs or I'll click on the mix and I'll just leave my phone in my pocket. Music does great on YouTube, and some videos are just extraordinarily lucky. Consistency is one of the many things that people say is one of the many things that actually helps. I don't know how much research you did into it, but your personal experience here doesn't really say, is it really about views? It doesn't really give much grounds to that. You just seem very butthurt. I mean, I know you said that you were going to complain the whole time, but I'm a complainy bitch. It's like, I complain all the goddamn time. And I'm a sarcastic asshole who's trying to be transformative here. So, I'm going to be nitpicky. That's just a part of this. But I don't know, man. I don't know if that's... Was it really about consistency? Was really warranted there?
Did it. My creativity was at an all-time high at a certain point. I was busting out videos, and I was really excited about what I was doing. And I loved it. It was great. But then there started to become a weight that was on my shoulders. I kept watching these videos of people who weren't even trying, who weren't even putting as much lighting and video quality and backdrop setting and thumbnail work and hashtags and metadata. They weren't doing any of that stuff. And yet they were blowing up on the platform. While somebody like myself or some other creators working hard to create scripts and writing out all these videos. It took me hours to write out hours. Days sometimes, to make scripts for these song theories, and nothing would happen. They would go nowhere in the grand scheme of this platform. At one point, I became so desperate for views that I used to actually pay for views. Yes, YouTube, I would pay for views. Take me down now. Shut down this entire channel if you want to. I don't care. That's what I did because I was desperate. I was upset as an artist. I was putting all this work and time into something that I was doing for free. And at the very least, at the very bare minimum, I wanted YouTube to push my content to a point where I felt like people were watching and my content meant something to a large audience. That's not to say the audience that I have doesn't make me feel great, because it does, and I appreciate all of you. But on the grand scheme, for millions of people that exist on this platform, YouTube will only push it out to a few thousand, and not to mention, the way the algorithm works, it was barely being pushed out to my own audience. So finally, I decided about 5 months ago that I would give up on YouTube. I quit the platform. I totally stopped. I didn't post any more content. I was done. Because at that moment, I realized that YouTube's algorithm just does not appreciate my content. I recognized that perhaps maybe my content wasn't meant for YouTube. Maybe it wasn't meant to be on any platform at all. Maybe I was supposed to just disappear into obscurity, never to be seen from again on your screen or anyone else's.
That hits
But
early.
then came along an app called TikTok.
Oh,
I'm sure you
Jesus.
guys have heard of TikTok. All right, I'm a 26-year-old man, and I remember when TikTok first came out, people talked about it. They were like, "Oh, don't talk about that platform. That's for kids. That's so stupid. You know, they're over there doing dances and their little all that stuff." And for a while, I agreed with them. I thought that TikTok was stupid. I thought TikTok was dumb, and a lot of you believe it too.
I still think it's dumb.
I got a talking to by a certain creator, And they really encouraged me to go take a look at TikTok and
I
see
watch
what was
a lot
going
of
on.
TikTok.
And I did.
Watch.
And to this day,
I don't have the
I
app
do
right
not
now.
regret it. So
I don't
after
have space on my
YouTube,
phone.
I decided to go explore TikTok. Now TikTok is an amazing
I don't
app. It
create
has
on
a
TikTok.
really great
I don't want to.
glidey UI, right? The user interface is incredible. You just glide up, okay? You got the likes, you got the comments, you got the shares on the right-hand side, okay? Most people are right-handed. So their own user interface was actually incredibly made, all right? So they tailored to people who would be in this binging mood to keep swiping up and keep watching videos. And I started to recognize that the virality on that app, all right, the accessibility that you have on that app of TikTok is incredible, okay? Let's consider this. YouTube has billions of hours of footage on its platform. You drown, if you are a small creator, you are most likely to drown in the sea of content that exists on this platform.
That is what I'm doing.
Because 9 times out of 10, nobody will see it because they're already looking at, and this is important to talk about when it comes to YouTube. YouTube promotes news, they promote entertainment, they promote movies and TV shows and corporations over their own user base.
Exactly, because they make them more money.
YouTube focuses more on the corporate structure of media than they do you or I.
Yes, they do, because they make more money off that.
Further, you see that people like, I don't know, Emma Chamberlain, you see Logan Paul, you see all of these big stars blowing up on the app. But I want you to consider why. A lot of these people that blow up on the app happen to be handpicked by YouTube. Plucked out of the sea of content.
Especially with the Paul. The Paul had a big audience before they came on YouTube, and they get tons and tons of child audience viewers. They get so many consistent views, so many people who were gung-ho out the gate for it. And they do their fancy editing so that all their swears are bleeped out, and they do prank videos and all of this and shit, and they grow their child audience. I don't know about Emma Chamberlain, but the Paul brothers had an audience before they came, and they have just been making YouTube so much bank. That's why YouTube handpicked them. But I don't know if YouTube plucked them out of the sea of content. The Paul brothers came onto the platform with an audience, and they got boosted because they got cheap, easy to farm views off of it. I don't know about plucked out of the sea of content, but I don't think so.
And put up on a pedestal for them to trend. All their hashtags are made to be #1 and #2. They're
also very inflammatory, so they get a lot of hate views too. They get a lot of people talking about them. The people who talk about them get more fucking views, and so they become a staple in the pop culture and culture media, blah blah, whatever the hell my words were about to try to say there. They become a staple of the conversation, and their faces are everywhere. I don't think YouTube chose them for that. And I'm harping on the Paul brothers because you called out the Paul brothers here, man. I don't know Emma Chamberlain. If that's what you said, my brain is fried. It always is. But you called out the Paul brothers here, bud. That's a completely different beast altogether. I'm pretty goddamn sure.
Thumbnails, not even that well made, mind you, are put up on a pedestal, and they are made viral, and they become superstars on this app. But there are people like you and I, or people you may know, who are small creators who have been creating and writing scripts and doing all this stuff, thumbnails and all that, to perfection, and nothing happened. So, TikTok,
perfection's hard to
that app that I was making fun of for a while, the app that people told me not to get on because it was for kids, actually changed my life. When I got on TikTok, the first video that I made was back in, I believe,
Did you talk about your YouTube channel on your TikTok? Is that why you only have 800 views and 5,000 subscribers? It's like, you would think that if you're making a YouTube video now about why you quit YouTube and moved to TikTok and have a huger audience, you would talk about the TikTok and talk about it on TikTok, and people would come see this channel. If you got a lot from TikTok, I'm pretty damn sure you can't make a lot of money off TikTok, and I don't think that's what you're talking about doing. But if you wanted to come back to YouTube, if you wanted to do something on YouTube here, would you not try to get your audience to come see it if you just made an audience? I'm very confused right now, bud.
September, I want to say it was back in September of 2020, all right? When I made this particular video, it was September 20th, all right? This video right now, and September, October, November, December, January, February, 5 months later, has 133,000 views. It has 13,000 likes and 392 comments. Not to mention that the shares on this video far exceeded my expectations. 642 shares. And this was a video I made almost 6 months ago. Now in comparison, before you guys start looking at me like I'm crazy, let's compare, all right? So on YouTube, my highest viewed video has about 100,000 views. Right here. Highest viewed, most popular video has 100,000 views. And that was 2 years ago. It just recently hit 100,000 views.
That's a hella quick right there.
Whereas my TikTok video hit 100,000 views within 5 months. 13,000 likes within 5 months. Do you get where I'm going with this? TikTok as a user-based platform is much easier to break through than YouTube. YouTube is a much older platform. It has a lot of issues that it still needs to work out. It has a lot of kinks in its algorithm. Whereas TikTok, however, TikTok, man, you post a video, I'm telling you, I'm not saying that you consistently go viral, but if you have good content and you work hard on it, sometimes you don't even have to work hard on TikTok. You just post a random stupid video, it blows up. Let's look at another video, just real quick, okay? I made a video after that one. That video I made was the 21st, literally the next day, all right? That video got 462 likes, 14 comments, and it got 5,000 views. Now, I'm just gonna give you a heads up. The last time that I got 5,000 views on a YouTube video, and mind you, I posted a YouTube video 5 months ago. The last time I got 5,000 views was, give me a second, 7 months after, so it had to have been around, I want to say around March or May. So out of all the videos that I made, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, I made 15 videos after that. And none of them got those views. In fact, some of my videos on YouTube have 2 digits, 60 views, 57 views, 44 views, 66 views. You get what I'm saying here? TikTok as a platform cultivates you as a creator. And it sends your stuff out much easier, much quicker, and much more efficiently than YouTube ever could. Now, I'm talking about the actual code of both platforms at this point. I'm not talking about what I did as a creator. I'm not talking about what you could do as a creator. I'm not talking about any of that stuff. I'm talking about the code, the very code that is written on these algorithms. TikTok is a better algorithm. It's a better code. It's a better platform. It's better. Never in a million lifetimes could I ever imagine having 600,000 views on any YouTube video that I've ever done. Ever. But no, I got 600,000 views on a TikTok video. 100,000 likes, and several thousand comments. Never would I ever think that would be possible on YouTube, and I still don't. I still don't. This is another view, okay? In 28 days, I got over 1 million views on my TikTok. In 20, still don't. This is a...
Which one of those is followers? I don't think
likes followers. And several thousand comments. Never would I ever think that would be possible on YouTube, and I still don't. I still don't. This is another view, okay?
You get?
In 28 days, I got over 1 million views on my TikTok. Over 1 million. Never could I imagine that happening on YouTube. Mind you, it's the same content. It's the same content that I make.
Only shorter?
But it's a different outcome. And this is the biggest example that I could give. As of right now, the posting of this video, I have almost 4,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I've been on YouTube since 2012, almost 10 years. Are you ready for this?
What's your follower
on TikTok, I've been on TikTok for a little more than 6 months, and I already have over 80,000 followers.
Damn.
That's
Have you told them to come over here to YouTube?
I'm showing you all the proof right here. You can talk about TikTok. You can say what you want about TikTok. You can hate TikTok. You can do whatever you want with TikTok. But I'm showing you straight facts. This is facts. 80,000 followers.
That's very impressive.
In 1 million years, I would never imagine getting that on YouTube. That is just out of the realm of possibility in my mind in this current reality.
It would be crazy to think that that would be possible.
And this is what YouTube has created. YouTube has created people who are fleeing the platform, going somewhere where they are more appreciated. I am more appreciated on TikTok than I've ever been on YouTube. Ever.
I'm happy for you.
And that's not to say I don't have great fans on YouTube, because I do. Thank you all so much for being here. The few that actually get notifications of these videos. Because knowing YouTube, No one's gonna watch this. I'm gonna get absolutely no views on this video.
You
Nothing's
got
really gonna
800.
happen. YouTube hates it when people talk about its platform, so more than likely my own subscribers won't even see this video because that is the code. That is how YouTube works.
Also, you
They
haven't
intentionally make sure people don't see
posted in a
stuff like
long, long
this.
time. I think they dropped off.
They intentionally make sure small creators don't get the platform or the time or the chance to explode or explore their options. That's not what YouTube is for, but TikTok is. TikTok allows you to explore and create and cultivate your creativity and have an audience to appreciate it. So my final point of this video is, what now? What now, right?
We're at the final point.
I do want to come back to YouTube
20
eventually.
minutes in.
I do. I don't know when. Okay? Because if I gave you an idea of how long it takes me to make, let's just put this out here. All right? With YouTube, I take a lot of steps. I get the lighting, the camera, I record, I edit. Editing takes hours, if not days. Okay? Then I have to render, which takes hours. After rendering, I still have to create the thumbnail, which takes hours. I still have to create the hashtags, which takes a lot of time to research and make sure that all the metadata is correct. I got to make sure that when I upload
just
the
tag
video,
whatever
it
I
has
think
to
is
have the
relevant.
title of the video and it has to have keywords in the title to make sure the metadata is correct. Then after I post it, I have to make sure that I use my other 5 accounts to watch the video and get that video to completion so that YouTube could even think to allow my video to hit anybody else's platform or screen. I have to do all the hours and days of work just for YouTube to get out my video with 66 views. Not even 1% of the people that follow me. All that work, hours and days of work for that. Whereas
2
with
weeks,
TikTok,
1 month, 2 months.
I can bust out a video. I'm talking research takes almost no time because the video length is only a minute. That's the maximum amount of time I have. So in a minute's time, it takes me maybe 10 minutes to do research.
So he's coming
It
back.
takes me about 10 minutes to actually shoot the video. And then it takes me less than 5 minutes to edit it. That's 25 minutes of work. Hashtags and all that stuff, that's easy. So 25 minutes of work on TikTok has gotten me millions upon millions of views on my channel. 80,000,
bud.
almost 100,000 followers soon on TikTok. Off of 25 minutes of work
just
per
looking
video.
at it.
You
I
guys
was
cannot
just
sit here and
looking
tell me
at
that's not worth it. You cannot sit here and tell me that, maybe I'm doing something. Nah, bro. YouTube is not the platform that you think it is. And for small creators, if you're trying to get out and you're trying to do
Still
something
has
big,
shit
use
views.
TikTok. Do not use YouTube. Now, is that to say that everybody becomes viral on TikTok? I didn't say that. Is that to say that TikTok,
still
you're going
has
to
shit
absolutely
views.
become super successful? I didn't say
He came back. He has come back, at least as far as I can tell. Maybe he just uploaded some shit posts here and there over the past 2 weeks, month, however many. There were several that said 2 months. I'm pretty sure he's come back at this point. He's still getting shit views. It's like, buddy, don't you want your people to come over from TikTok? If you want to come back to this platform, don't you want your 80,000 followers to come and give you 80,000 subscribers? I mean, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Even if every single one of your followers saw your TikTok video telling them to come over here, or shouting out your YouTube channel from your TikTok, they're not gonna all come over. But wouldn't you try? Wouldn't you try? I haven't followed your TikTok, and I'm probably not going to, but I don't know. Holy shit, bud! Wow. I mean, if TikTok is doing good for you and you're loving it, then you do you. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. But if you hate YouTube so much, why did you come back? And if you don't hate YouTube that much and you want to come back, why are you so small? Why are your views still shit, bud? This is insane. It's boggling my mind. I'm not a very smart person, so it's not exactly surprising that my mind is boggled here, but like, whoa, how the fuck? How the fuck? Oh my god. I'll think about subscribing here when I'm editing and I'm thinking about it, but I don't know. I like consistency in the uploads of the people I follow. I'm just kidding. Ugh. Sorry for the horrible joke followed by the half burp there. I know a lot of people that don't like ASMR. Like, man, that's just hard to believe. I'm happy for you, though. I'm happy for you, Song Theory.
say that. What I said was that it's easier to do so on TikTok than it is on YouTube. 100%, hands down. I have all the proof. You watched this entire video. You saw the proof.
I saw the proof that it worked for you.
I want to come back to YouTube. But its algorithm is so confusing. It's so there's no return on investment. There is no ROI at all. The hours and days of work do not result in people watching it. It just doesn't. Whereas my 25 minutes of work on TikTok results in me getting 600,000 views, millions of views on my channel, and tens of thousands of followers within 6 months. And I want y'all to recognize what I'm saying. I started TikTok in September. That's 6 months. It took me 6 months to get to 80,000 followers, to get to millions of views. 6 months. And I've been on YouTube for almost 10 years, and I haven't gotten anything like that at all. Nowhere near it. So I'm going to wrap this video up by saying this. I appreciate YouTube as a platform because it gave me the encouragement I needed to start creating. My first few videos were trash, but I had fun making them. I had fun posting them on YouTube, and they're still available, some of them, and you guys can watch it. But as time went on, YouTube became more toxic, more dramatic. The trending page became more erratic. YouTube only cares about the corporate side of YouTube. They don't really care about us small creators.
Whatever makes them money.
And that's okay. That's the platform, and I'm fine with that. I'm even okay with knowing that this video will get no real views at all. Nobody's really going to watch this. Maybe about 10 to 15 people will actually see this. Because what you also have to learn about YouTube is that if you leave the platform for a while, you are punished. You are punished for leaving this platform and not making videos. I have seen big stars, really big YouTubers, cry in front of the camera because YouTube would punish them for just taking a break. A break. Some people, I've seen large creators, their family members will die, their friends will die, there'll be an accident, maybe they're sick, and YouTube will punish them for not posting a video on this platform. And they will get on this platform and they will cry. They will sit and cry and be sad because YouTube as a platform is punishing them for just trying to have a mental health day. TikTok is not perfect. But I have went days without posting videos and boom, viral. Boom, followers coming in and out, up and down, just like this. Shh, follow, 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 follow. TikTok cultivates our creativity way better than YouTube ever could. Now, I'm not saying share this video and put it out, put it on Twitter, start a hashtag. I'm not saying all that. I'm not saying, someone contact Susan, the CEO of YouTube. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just telling you guys what my personal experience is. And if you are a small YouTuber or a small creator, I want to if I could just give you one piece of advice, it's diversify, diversify, diversify. You can stay on YouTube if you want to, but for the love of God, start a TikTok account. And if you have good content and you have a great personality and you have good things to say and do, I guarantee you will benefit much greater on TikTok than you ever would on YouTube.
I don't. I've probably insulted you like crazy.
I don't even get paid on TikTok. I actually get monetized here on YouTube. This video might be demonetized, but I get monetized on YouTube. I'm not even paid on TikTok, and I love it. Every minute of it, I feel great.
Views.
It makes me feel great. Even when I don't get a super high amount of views, I still get more views on my okay, let me say this. I still get more views on my worst videos on TikTok, on my worst weeks, than I ever have on my best weeks on YouTube on some of my best videos. Some of my worst videos right now on TikTok are averaging 2,000, 3,000 views. My best videos on YouTube are averaging 2,000, 3,000 views. You get what I'm saying? YouTube can definitely discourage you as a creator. And once again, I'm not saying TikTok is perfect because TikTok has a lot of evidence of racial bias and all that stuff. They do have their issues. But as a platform, it's a lot easier to win on TikTok than it is on YouTube. And maybe your experience is different. I don't know who you are watching this video. Maybe you disagree. Maybe you'll never try TikTok ever in your life, and that's fine. But I'm just telling you my experience, and I'm telling you why I quit YouTube.
I might, but I just don't have any
Eventually, I will come back.
desire to.
And the only reason why I'll come back to YouTube is because people on TikTok want longer content, and that's it. That's the only reason.
Then why
I would
haven't
never
they
come back to
come over
YouTube
here?
just for YouTube. I'm only coming back to YouTube because of the people who love me on TikTok and who truly care, and the fact that TikTok actually pushes my videos out to them and the people who want to see my content, and they want more of it. Not to say I don't appreciate those of you who have been on YouTube. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And like I said, if I do create content again, I'm ready to create it for the people on TikTok and for those that love me here. But once again, YouTube doesn't even care about some of my subscribers because there's evidence that they don't push our videos out to people who actually support us. There's evidence that YouTube stunts our growth by not allowing our own subscribers to see the notifications of our videos. I'm done. Thank you for watching this. For those that did, like I said, this whole video is probably going to be suppressed. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm expecting max 10 views on this video, and that's it. There's nothing much else to say. Subscribe if you want to, like if you want to, dislike if you want to. I don't care, because this platform doesn't care anything about me, and it more than likely doesn't care anything about you. So thanks and bye.
Well, damn. Sorry, dude. I thought you were a chick because I couldn't see your face in the thumbnail. So I'm sorry if you ever see this. You probably won't. Probably nobody ever will. But wow, I feel so helped. I mean, shit. They did help me. I turned 40-ish minutes of content into an hour. I turned 2 videos into one of mine. So they helped me in that regard, at least. But like, oh baby, I feel like I have been helped. Not at all. Not at all. But I apologize to Nick Nimmin and Song Theory. I apologize to both of you because I have just been an absolute cunt this entire time. I know nobody on the internet likes that word. Except me. I love that word. It's my favorite word. But I've been an absolute cunt. And I promise you that I'm not usually like that. I was just being very reactionary. But yes, I'm sorry. I overplayed it a little bit. I have nothing against either of you. You both seem like pretty cool dudes. I just had to make content. And I made content out of your content, and I will link both of you in my description. But, man. I feel like I just went on a trip. I feel like I tried to take people with me, and they refused to come. But yeah, man, that was intense. For me. Not for anybody else, probably. But damn. Damn. Yeah, since I make daily content, I'll be making another video tomorrow. It'll probably be gaming. I've been hitting Pokemon Arceus a lot. And I have Hades still and Darksiders 2. I have 3 playthroughs going right now. And, you know, I had fun today. It's like, I do reaction content on occasion. And, you can't really tell what I'm going to do next. And that's probably going to be how it's going to stay. But regardless, you will see me in the next one. Bye-bye.